Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of Let's Talk About Cigars. My name is Dutchcigars. Today is a very special episode, so let's light one up. Well, what makes today a very special episode is that I'm going to talk about a non-Cuban cigar. Yes. When you follow my channel, when you follow me on Instagram, you know I only smoke, I mainly only smoke cigars that are Cuban. I only talk about those Cuban cigars. I do try the non-Cuban cigars, but the pictures that I post and the reviews that I make are about Cuban cigars. Well, today is going to be different because today I'm going to talk about the brand called Patoro. You may never have heard of it because it isn't really one of the big famous non-Cuban brands. It is actually a Cuban seed that has been grown in the Dominicans, and the cigars are produced in Switzerland, or the company is at least in Switzerland. So it is quite a special cigar. I've tried the cigar once before. Well, 3 types of these cigars I tried before, beginning of this year, 2017. Somebody sent me 3 of those cigars. I tried them. And I absolutely love them. For a non-Cuban cigar, they were perfect. So I got in contact with Patoro. They sent me a couple of cigars to try and make a video of it if I like it. And well, that is what I'm going to do right now. So let me now first show you the cigars. I got 4 of them, 4 types. So I will talk a little bit about the ring size, the everything around it. I couldn't find all the info, so I don't know all the prices exactly. But let me show you and give you some info. So here they finally are. Those are the 4 cigars that I got from Patoro to try out. As you can see, the bands are very simple on these cigars. I really like that. It's just simple, nothing fancy, just the star with a P on it. The colors, of course, indicate all different type of blends in it. And well, I think I'm going to start with this one. The vintage cigar. I'm first going to smoke this one. I'm going to, of course, that you see how I cut it and light it and smoke it. And I'm not sure how I'm going to taste all of these because I'm not going to make a video that's going to be an hour long, me reviewing 4 cigars. Let's cut it up and light it up. I'm starting with this one, like I just said, the vintage. It's called the Vintage Petit Robusto. Very easy name. I think the price is around the 15 euros. I couldn't really find the actual price, but it's around the 15 euros. It's a decent size, of course, Petit Robusto. Of course, everything next to the ashtray on the floor. The moment you get these cigars out of the plastic, you immediately smell it isn't a Cuban cigar because there is a very strange scent, very nice scent, but a very strange scent, and you know that isn't something you ever smell on a Cuban cigar. It isn't bad, but you know that is that moment you think, well, not a Cuban cigar. I really like the draw on this one. A lot of the non-Cuban cigars have a very good draw, of course, because Cubans, the non-Cuban people always say about the Cuban cigars they have a bad draw. Well, I really like the bit tighter draw on a Cuban cigar. You have to really work for it. This has the same draw as a good Cuban cigar. It isn't like sucking through a hollow pipe or something like that. This is just, you have to do a little bit work for it. Very good. By the way, this wasn't one of the cigars I had in the package before, so This is a brand new cigar for me. Okay. Thus far, I'm happy. See in a couple of minutes when I smoke a little bit more of this cigar. So I'm now I think good half an hour into the smoke. As you can see, a very nice white ash cone. Looks very solid. Let's hope it is. I can't complain at all. A lot of the non-Cuban cigars that I endured, especially Nicaragua and stuff like that, always have those very peppery tastes in the beginning. Here, nothing like that. Nothing. It's just a good solid taste. You do miss a little bit of the development in the taste, but not in a bad way, because the taste is already a good taste. Can't say anything bad about it. The draw is still like a Cuban cigar, so I'm happy. Apparently the ash wasn't that shit. The wording. So I'm going to now finish the cigar, and in the next couple of days I will be smoking the other types, and I will check out how I'm going to do the review. Maybe I'm going to do a little bits of the cigars that I'm going to film myself smoking it, telling you about it, or maybe I will just do a end conclusion about all the other types of the Patoro cigars. I do have to say, I am not sponsored by Patoro in this one. Not at all. I really like the cigars and they just gave me the opportunity to smoke them. If I don't like one of the 4 cigars, I will honestly tell you that I don't like it. Trust me on that one. So, I'm out for now and I see you in the next shot. I will probably smoke another one. So I'm now smoking the orange one, the Series P. It's a ring gauge of 50, 132 millimeters long. Not as impressive as I was with the other one. This one doesn't have the good, like the Cuban draw. It's more like a hollow pipe. And the beginning there was, I don't want to say peppery, but it was a strange taste that was like it was really young. Not a fan of it. The burn was good, but sorry, compared to the one I had before, not as good, not as good. So let's see how the other ones are. So there we go, number 4, the normal red band. As you can see, a very light colored cigar compared to the other ones, very light colored. I'm sorry for the voice. It's been like almost 2 weeks since I made the beginning of the video. I got a little bit sick, so my voice is a little bit gone. So I apologize for that. This one has the very nice draw like a Cuban cigar, just like the first cigar. Very nice. No bitter taste, nothing like that. Very pleasant start. Let's see how it goes further on. So still like the first cigar. Still the great draw. I have to say it's a very nice taste in it. Absolutely no youngness. I have no idea from which year it is, but it's absolutely not tasting like a young cigar. Loving it this far. But okay, it has a nice ash cone on it, but I think it's going to drop like the first one. So now I'm going to be dropping the ash myself, I think. Yeah, still love it. So I'm now at a good 1/3 of the cigar, I think. The draw is still excellent. It is a very nice construction. Very nice decent cigar this far. I'm liking it. So next shot will be the finish of the cigar and my end verdict on Patoro. So it's now time for an end verdict about the Patoro cigar. First, I have to say about this cigar, I forgot to mention the name of the cigar. Sorry, it is called a Gran Añejo Reserva. It is a Robusto and it's about 15.5 euros, if I'm not mistaken. So decent size for a decent price. I think it's very important with the non-Cuban cigars, at least that's something that I always look at. How is the price of the cigar compared to a Cuban cigar? Because if I can go and smoke a couple of good Cuban cigars with just one non-Cuban cigar, normally I quickly make the decision to smoke a couple of Cuban cigars. In this case, the brand has I think a decent price point. Especially the smaller cigars like I tested are all around the 10-15 euro range, something like that, or maybe up to like 17 euros. And that's fine, that is a good price. Because a Robusto like this, if I smoke a little bit an older or a special more Robusto, I will also go up to this price level. So in this case, this will be a cigar that I will smoke a lot more. I really like this one. This is just like the first one I smoked, the Great Cuban Draw. I just call it the Cuban Draw, but the Cuban cigar smokers know what I mean. And I really like it. The cigar was very smooth, no development in the taste, but just a very good, nice taste on it. So yeah, I liked it. One cigar that you didn't see me smoke on a video, I smoked it outside when it was nice weather. I didn't bring the camera up, so I'm just going to say how it was. And that was the one with the black band on it. And it's called the Platini series, I believe. And yeah, I liked it. It was a bit stronger cigar. It had a wider ring gauge, but decent cigar, yes. So overall, my conclusion about Patoro cigars is a big thumbs up. Like I said in the beginning, I already smoked a couple of the bigger sizes. I do have to say, I like the bigger sizes a little bit more. I don't know why, maybe it was just the moment, but the bigger sizes were, for me, just a little bit better cigars. So if you can get your hands on it, my advice would be the bigger cigars, but also this one and the first one that I smoked, very good cigars, especially for the price and for the fact that it's a non-Cuban cigar, and I don't say that often. No, you won't hear me say that often. So yeah, go and check them out. I will put a link on about the company in my description. I do have to say, it's hard to find the cigars. It's a brand from Switzerland, so I'm sure a couple of the stores in Switzerland sell them. And maybe when you're from another country in Europe or America or something like that, you can buy them from those stores. They will probably ship out. Else, I have no idea how you can get them. It's a good cigar, it's a decent cigar, and yeah, I'm very positive about it. I'm definitely going to smoke them more. But thank you again for watching. I'm now going to enjoy the rest of this cigar. Oh, by the way, this ash is really firm on this one. Not like the other one that fell off. This ash is actually really firm, yeah. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like. And if you have any questions about the Patoro cigar or anything like that, leave it in the comments. And yeah, by the way, leave in the comments, are you going to smoke this? Or have you already smoked it? I'm curious to hear your comments. Thank you very much, and see you on the next episode.